Lost Girl Therapy. So I went to therapy yesterday and I was talking to my therapist about the concept of being a quote unquote nice girl. And it was in the context of me feeling like it was really challenging to set boundaries with somebody because I was fearful that they were going to tell me or people that know me that I am not a nice person. And I experience a lot of like worry and guilt and nervousness about that potential, that concept that somehow, some way, this person is going to decide that I am not nice. And it took me a really long time to kind of like think through the entire thing, where I had to process the separation of me being told I'm not nice because I genuinely did something unkind versus me being told I'm not nice because I set a boundary and stopped putting up with behaviors that I would never inflict on somebody else. And it's the latter that has been kind of being rolled over in my mind consistently since I had therapy. It's this thing of like, how much shame do we give women in particular when they set a boundary because they do not want to put up with behaviors that they don't accept? And how quickly do we weaponize this concept that has been ingrained in many of us since birth? That concept of how important it is for us to always be nice and pleasing and make room for others, even if it puts us in a space of feeling uncomfortable or not feeling like we can speak up and not being able to exist in a manner that makes sense for our own lives. And it's something that I'm just unraveling. And I know that this is a concept that like, it's not novel, it's not new. It's just something that happens to be playing out in my life. But it is so deeply wrapped up in the messaging that we give young girls as they are growing up. And that concept of needing to always be nice, to be viewed as a nice girl, to like, we only really like you more if you're nice. That concept does so much damage when we become women. Because even I'm a full-grown adult, and even in times where I'm here and I'm saying like, I don't accept this person's behavior of me, I don't accept this person's treatment of me, I don't like that, so I'm going to set a boundary. The part that plays in my mind that is going to take effort for me to dismantle is that notion of, but what happens if they think that I'm not a nice girl? And what happens if they tell other people that I'm not nice? And that feels more damaging emotionally and to my reputation, even though logically I know this doesn't really have anything, like it doesn't have repercussions. It's not going to change the course of my life. Something inside of me kicks up and goes, no, you have to play nice. You have to play nice because you don't know what's going to happen if people start thinking that you're not a nice girl. And that just blows my mind that I could be experiencing shame, guilt, embarrassment, nervousness over the concept of someone thinking that I'm not nice based on arbitrary moments, based on the notion that I haven't lived up to their expectations. Not, in this particular case, not based on me having done something unkind.